Okay, sir.
One second. Yes, we are live.
Great. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Knowledge Cafe session by Hariharan School of Success Education. These sessions share insights about ongoing trends. So today, I am in conversation with Mr. Hariharan Iyer, the founder of HSSC, and a wonderful trainer, a wonderful person who has dealt with many HRs during his journey with over 25 years. To introduce myself, I'm Juhi Gupta, HR professional, a corporate trainer, and lead corporate relations at HSSC. In today's session, we will be discussing about that how in 2021 the role of HR is going to be, and we will also be taking you through a small teaser about the upcoming HR conclave. So to quickly begin with, I would actually ask Hariharan Iyer that first of all, sir, please take us through that why are we here and what are we going to have insights about all of it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Juhi. First of all, thank you so much for all the wonderful support that you give, and you are such an integral part of the HSSC journey now. And I thank everybody who's joined us on this live show right now. Why are we here? Well, we are here to make some noise about the work we do. Okay, I mean, how much more honest can I become in life? But of course, that's on the lighter side. We are really here because it's been a dream for me that I want to reach out to the HR community as much as I can using various platforms, because I'm an HR person. Though I don't call myself as an HR person, or people don't probably see me as a part of the HR department, so to say. But I think all trainers are fabulous human resources, and each one of us who's into training and development. I mean, HR and learning and development go so much hand in hand. They are two sides of the same coin. They actually carry the same soul. So in that sense, I'm always fascinated by the HR work, by human resources as a concept. In the last few months, we have been making some very conscious efforts to try and reach out to the larger HR community, to connect with them, add value from our side, see how we can collaborate, how we can synergize, how we can work together. So this is just one more small attempt from our side. And I think I'm not an MBA, but I think if I'd ever done an MBA, it's very likely that I would have done an MBA in HR. So, and if at all they have a training and development MBA, so then I think probably I would have enrolled for that. So that's why we are here. We are here really here to make a larger connection with people.
So thank you, sir, for adding that. And to whatever you said, I would like to just add on that, yes, now we understand that people actually need HR, that's human resource. So that phase has changed from just managing the leaves and time to being a strategic partner. And over the years, it has changed, specifically since last year. So since last year, HR has evolved from just managing the operational part to now being focusing on the performance management. And as I have been discussing with few of my friends in HR and reading a lot of articles these days, what I have seen is that since last year, now that we already have technology in place where we can actually manage the attendance, which we don't need. Because right now, the focus of HR right now is purely on how to manage the performance, how to see the performance. And best part for an HR these days is, which is the positive part, is that as HR, now you don't need to push people to perform. In fact, it is a pull factor. So this changing time has actually changed the face of the entire working scenario, where people are now encouraged and motivated within themselves. So we don't need any external motivation for people. There's an internal motivation that they are motivated to perform.
Absolutely, Joey. I think today HR is uh, is performing a mentoring role. Uh, they are not just. There is always this debate about whether HR is just for managing people, performance management, doing appraisals, or do they have a connect with business? And I think people are starting to realize now that connect with business comes with connect with people. If you are not connected with people, then you can never connect your people to the business connection. So I think HR today is becoming a shoulder to cry on. So people can call up and say, I'm getting harassed mentally. I'm at home all the time. I can't go anywhere. And I really hope people, HR is giving in organizations is giving that kind of leeway for people to, and becoming a kind of a, agony aunt, or becoming a shoulder to cry on for people where they can vent their frustration. And I think I'm seeing this transition, and I find this transition very fascinating. And I think, and all the more, the reason I want to reach out to HR also is because there was never a better time than for learning and development and the training community and HR to work together. Today is the time and the opportunity for people of our fraternity and people from human resources to work together. And I think we both are a great example of that. You come from a strong HR background. I come from a very strong training background, and we are working together. We are having a synergy. We believe in a philosophy. We are putting it all together, and we are working together. And I think we need to take this example to a larger forum, and that's why we are taking some initiatives. We are launching the HR Conclave. We already launched it. We're coming up with the second edition. Uh, and if I might just say one more thing before we move to the conclave, is my bread and butter comes from HR. Since I became an entrepreneur in 2009, I've been a freelance trainer. Whom do I call for work? I call all the HR heads for work and the L&D heads for work. And I think so. There's all the more reason that we need to work together, come together, understand each other better.
True. Thank you, sir. And just before we move on to our HR conclave, the concept behind our HR conclave, I would also like to put forward that as a OD solution provider, what you think that now comes forward for solution providers like HSSC, and how HR and companies like us can collaborate and bring a new change?
So it's a great question, because one of the reasons why we are also doing this is because to kind of showcase the capabilities of HSSC. I started this journey in 2009. I left my corporate career, uh, and many people thought, this is the man who will now go forward, become national head, maybe Asia Pacific head. Something will happen fantastic in his life. And I gave up that career at that point of time, and I said, let me start my entrepreneurial journey. And little did I realize that I actually had to start right from scratch, almost like I'm starting a completely new career at the age of 40. So if ever I write an autobiography, I think I have the title "Life Begins at 40." So, so at the age of 40, I gave it all up, and I started this whole thing. And yes, sometimes I wondered, what am I doing? But I'm very happy that today, in these 11 years or so, HSSC has acquired enormous capability for organization development. So we have developed an in-house survey, which is called as a corporate holistic fitness instrument. This survey helps organizations understand the culture, understand the learning and development requirements across departments and across functions. It helps them understand employee engagement. It helps them understand the emotions of people. And the best part about our survey is it's a very Indianized version. So we have customized it to the Indian psyche. We have tried to bring it to the Indian context within organizations, the kind of people that we are, and fit in with our culture. And I think, so from that perspective, this is one of the finest things or developments that has happened in HSC over the last so many years. Thanks to Niharika Bhargava, who's an HSSC associate, a collaborator, who has actually developed this instrument. Once I gave her the idea, she put it all together and came up with this beautiful instrument called CHI. We call it as CHI in short, Corporate Holistic Fitness Instrument, but we pronounce it as CHI. And I think CHI is a product. I really want to reach out to as many HR people as possible and talk to them about the product and see how we could work together. and create a holistic survey. Organizations do so many surveys. I'm not sure how much of implementation happens on the findings after each survey, but we, in one survey, we give 4 things, and we cover a lot more than just the 4 parameters. And there's so much more that goes into it. And I think from an OD perspective, we have our product ready, we have our platform ready, and so that's very fascinating for us.
Wonderful. So quickly now coming, sir, to our HR conclave, which is happening on this Saturday, 17th of April.
Right.
Sir, how do you think that this conclave is going to give a new path, or is going to actually lead some HRs who will be joining us, who will be parting with us, to see the new change or see the new role of HR in the coming year?
So if you see, we are calling our conclave as a conclave, as if we want to conquer something, right? So we pronounced it as conclave, and we spelled it as CONQLAVE. So it's a departure from the normal usage of the word conclave. The reason is because we're all going through a lot of adversity right now, and we want to show the path to people from the HR fraternity, professionals, to entrepreneurs. We want to show a path how possibly they could conquer adversity during this really extraordinary times that we are living in right now. And I don't call it the new normal, I call it the new abnormal. And so, because there's nothing, if kids are not playing, they can't go to school, and they are learning the so-called new ways of living, I don't think it's anything normal about that. And we are not able to meet people to people easily. There are so many restrictions on our life today. It's nothing normal about it, but it's all a learning process. So I hope as humanity we will evolve better. So our whole theme is about how to conquer adversity, and we're sharing some ideas. We are not saying that we have all the answers for that. No, I don't think we can make that kind of a claim, but we're just sharing some ideas with people. So the first conclave that we did in December was, it had the 3 B's approach: break in, break out, and breakthrough. So we had break in through psychometric assessments, break out through digital learning, and breakthrough leadership. This time we come up with something called as DRS. So it's basically, how do you perform how do you perform despite disruption? There's a lot of disruption right now. At the same time, how do you perform? So we have Ajay Sachdev, the head of learning and OD from Eureka Forbes, who's going to share some wonderful insights with us on that. Then how do you stay relevant, which is R. You have to go digital. And I'm very, very happy, proud to say HSSC has set up its own e-learning academy, and we are e-learning ready. And I think that's a beauty of what we are doing right now in terms of our capability. So we are capable now enough to offer the range of products that are required for OD solutions. And S is, of course, for servant leadership. So we have Dilip Sharma, who is an expert in digital learning research. He's done a lot of research of various platforms. So he's going to be talking to us about going digital and share some very interesting data. I'm telling you, it can be a wake-up call for a lot of organizations. So we have our learning management system in place now, the LMS. And of course, the S is for servant leadership. And it's a softer topic. Reason being, I think this is the time to serve your people. This is the time to bring out the qualities of leadership as a servant leader. Not the typical bossing around, number nahi karoge to main dekh lunga. It doesn't work. It never worked. It worked temporarily, but caused long-term damage. But now I think HR needs to take the lead in creating more servant leaders, not just leaders, but servant leaders. So we're going to share some insights around that. And I'm really looking forward to this Saturday, Juhi. So are you,
Yes.
because this is a landmark event that we have created. And we invite everyone who's watching this, irrespective of whether you belong to the HR department or not. You are a human resource. We all are human resources. So let's come together. It's a free registration. You have nothing to lose in terms of money, but you can just invest a little bit of time. Just come, join us, listen to the speakers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. So on that note, I urge all the HRs and also people who are interested in some learning and management solutions, not only HR, maybe some SMEs, maybe startups. So this conclave is not only for HR, this conclave is for people management. So
Absolutely.
I urge people to please join us on for this conclave, and please register yourself through the link. We'll be sharing the link soon after this live session on our FB, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. You can watch us. You can watch this session also again there and connect with us. We'll be there with all of you, and we are highly excited and looking forward for this second series of our conclave.
Juhi, sorry to interrupt, but just one thing I want to add here is I urge the HR professionals in small and medium enterprises, in the SMEs, to definitely attend this conclave. Larger corporates, most welcome. They're always welcome, but larger corporates generally have some kind of a plan in place, and they have the resources to work around. But I think we can make a huge difference to the SME space also, apart from the larger corporates also. So the point is, I really urge people who are, if you are a consultant for an SME, please join us. If you are working in an SME, in training or development, in training development or in HR, please join us, because I think we all need fresh ideas and fresh inputs, and that's what we're trying to do.
And not only that, this conclave is just sharing knowledge. This conclave is also recognizing people from HR fraternity who have emerged as leaders, who have been the mentors, and who are the thought leaders. So we have a category of awards. So once you connect with us, pre-register with us. We'll be sharing all these details. We still have 3 days to go, so you can still nominate people who you think have added value to HR, and it's a great platform to recognize each other, and appreciation, like we say, is a great tool. So we don't want to miss any opportunity to appreciate and to encourage people for what good work they are doing. So yes, we look forward to have you all.
And I'm really excited about this award section, Juhi, because, and we have discussed so much about it, and we have come up with a kind of a hierarchy of awards right now, because I think one of the ways to keep people motivated, keep them value, give them value, is to recognize them on a credible public platform. You know, you do it internally in your organization, that's also fantastic. But besides that, I think here's an opportunity for, if at all you really wanted to recognize a team member, this is the platform that you're getting.
Yes.
Bring them on board, give them that 2 minutes of, or those 5 minutes of glory, which they will remember for a very long time. You know, and we will ensure that all the awardees are made to feel very special. I won just a few awards in my life, and I know that how it feels. It's fantastic. I don't think any kind of money reward can do as much to your motivation as a pat on your back, or a lovely certificate, or a nice trophy. And HSS is very committed to recognizing people who are, common people who are going about their work in a very quiet manner, doing their job very honestly, but don't always get recognition. So we have a separate platform for just the awards, which is the HSSA Gold Convention. You know, for the awards and learning, it's a separate platform. So, but we thought, even during the HR conclave, there are lovely HR professionals who are doing great jobs, or who have done great jobs over so many years, some great work. We want them to be recognized. We've started the journey, and we want to ensure that more and more quality people come on the platform and they receive an award. It's a small recognition, but I think it goes a long way in also kind of telling the world, you know, this person is something very valuable. So let's recognize it, you know, him or her. So I think I'm very excited about the awards, and let's see who all we are getting an opportunity to recognize. So I urge anybody who, if you are an HR head of your organization or an L&D head watching this video, please, we'll put the nomination award, the awards nomination link also. You can click on that and you can nominate people, and then we will have a discussion, and then we can take it up from there on. Yeah. So please nominate your people. There's nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Exactly, and rightly said, there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. And on that note, we would like to end this knowledge session, and we look forward to have you all with us on for this HR conclave on the coming Saturday, that is 17th of April. And just invest your time, and I'm sure you are going to have a lot of knowledge sharing, lot of fun, lot of networking. Knowing each other these days also is a great deal. So let us get to know each other.
Absolutely. So block your time, 11 to 1:30 p.m. on the 17th of April. It's a Saturday. And be there for 2.5 hours. Just invest your time a little bit with us and enjoy the inputs, the insights, and enjoy the recognition that some people are going to get. So it's going to be great fun, Juhi. And I wish we could do the conclave right now. I can't wait for Saturday to come.
We have set the pace, and this is the reason we did this FB Live session, because we cannot hold our excitement till Saturday.
Absolutely.
This is why we are doing this session. So on that note, thank you so much, sir, for sharing a little bit of insights and giving a teaser about the conclave. Yes. So I hope we have created that hype for people to join us, and we are looking forward to have as many people.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone.
We are very good at this, making a little bit of noise. Yeah. So Juhi, thank you so much. You have always been a great moderator, a great colleague, and we are all excited and looking forward to the second edition of the HSSC HR Conclave this Saturday.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us for this.
Check out our links.
Yes, and we will be posting few links right after this live session. So do watch our space. You can follow us on LinkedIn. You can follow us on FB, and you can also watch this video on YouTube. We'll be sharing all the links. We'll be sharing the link for the HR Conclave, for the nomination, for the award ceremony.
And registration is free. Registration as well as the award nomination.
Everything is free. No worries on everything is free. The only investment is your time. So thank you. On that note, we won't take much of your time. Thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.